Hey guys, it's Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, and it's time for Free App Wednesdays. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I just want to plug my series that I started on computer specs and how it pertains to music production. We did part 1 on CPU. I did part 2 yesterday on RAM. So check that out on the channel wherever you watch the streams. Still live. Okay. So for today, like I said, this week I'm focusing on piano and reverb plugins. So the free apps, we got 2 more for you this week. 2 reverbs. Today, I mean, for Wednesday, I got 2 more. We have reverbs, 2 reverbs and 2 pianos. So, the free app for this Wednesday is first off, Room Piano 3 from Sample Science. We also have Dead Duck Software's D Piano A. We have a reverb called OrilRiver, and we have another reverb called Ambient Reverb from Stone Voices. So let's jump right into the demos and see what we got going on here with this piano. Over here up top on the Room Piano version 3, we have a modulation section that's gonna get your piano just wobbling and warping around. Which is an effect you may want if you're going for like a really lo-fi vibe, kind of weathered, kind of messed up tape vibe. So you would play with that over here. Depth, rate, speed. Over here we have pan in, volume, reverb, and cutoff, which I'm gonna play with a little bit. So let's try to get some sound demo going here. So arm this, arm it. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. All right, it has a very specific vibe, a very specific sound. It does have like that very old and kind of airy piano sound, kind of like an upright. Let's play with this cutoff. Let's add some reverb. Yeah. Let's play with this modulation. Turn the depth up. Turn up the rate. Very, very interesting. So it definitely has a very particular vibe to it. They only give you one preset right here, Room Piano version 3, but you can play with a lot. They have LFO wave types, which is driving the modulation over here. And there's a lot of little settings you could play with to kind of tailor the sounds and make it your own. Just shape it the way you want it to sound. So there's a bit of versatility in it. So definitely check this one out. Of course, you know what to do. The information is where it needs to be if you need these plugins. I don't need to say it. Everybody says it. You know where to go for the links. All right, let's move on to Dead Duck Software. Dead Duck Software's D Piano A. Let's go down an octave. Has that real keyboard sound. They got some presets here. I think it's about 8 of them. Broken piano. Yeah, that sounds pretty broken. Sounds pretty broken. Okay. Concert. That's not bad. They have stereo width here. Interesting. You can mess with the velocity curve. You get a lot more velocity layers. And they have hardness sound. Let's bring that down. Bring the treble down. Bring the velocity treble down, whatever that means. Interesting. So this one also has a lot of settings to play with to kind of tailor the sound to what you want. It's definitely workable within the context of a composition. Definitely I wouldn't use it for like acoustic solo, fully exposed in the mix type piano. You'd need something a little bit more robust. But within the context of, you know, a composition with a lot of other stuff going on, it works to add texture, layering, things of that nature. So definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. All right, let's jump into the reverbs. Am I still streaming? Yes, I seem to be still streaming. With the reverbs, just gonna look at them. We got this one over here, OrilRiver. So we have a dry knob over here, dry fader, pre-delay, reverb width, decay time. They have early reflection variations, reverb variations. There's a lot going on here. Room size, diffusion, we got dampening. They have modulation. Wow, okay. Modulation on the reverb, depth and speed. We have a EQ section here. 3-band EQ, early reflection slider, reverb slider and wet slider. There's a lot going on there. And they got a ton of presets. It's a good quality sounding reverb, so add that to your reverb arsenal. And last but not least, we have Ambient Reverb. This one is interesting because they don't have any like tempo sync feature. So here we have left and right timing. You can set the timing different for the left and the right, and you got to set it by milliseconds. So you'll probably need a calculator. They have specific calculators where you can, based on the BPM of your project, you can calculate, well, what if I want this to be quarter note or quarter note triplet, eighth note, so on and so forth. And it'll give you what the millisecond is. You dial that in here. But this only goes up to 200 milliseconds. Interesting. So it doesn't even go up to 1 second, which would be 1,000 milliseconds. Okay. So it's definitely a reverb through and through. You can freeze the reverb, which can give you some cool effects. Definitely for sound design, because you can freeze it and then bounce that as an audio and do some interesting things with that. Reverb size, width, you have a EQ here, looks like a 2-band EQ, and some dampening. And you have control over your dry, early, late signal, and in and out controls. So that's pretty much it, guys. 2 reverbs, 2 pianos. Friday, I'll be back to wrap up the week of free apps on Free App Fridays. And I'll be bringing you some more of that. Plus, I'll be going through a little bit of music news. I'm starting to do that on Fridays now. A little bit of music news, things that I deem relevant, and also whatever new reverb, whatever new plugins came out this week. There's a bunch, so there's gonna be a bunch to go through. I'll just quickly skim through them. I'm not gonna do a bunch of testing, just kind of look at them really quickly. But there's a good amount that came out this week so far. So on Fridays, I'll start wrapping up like that. I'll go through whatever the theme is for the week, go through some quick news, and go through whatever released for the week. We got a pretty busy week of new reverb, so stay tuned for that. Sorry, not new reverbs, new plugins. We have a busy week of new plugins. Since Monday and even yesterday, there's a whole bunch of new plugins that came out. Good free ones, some filters and things of that nature. So that's pretty much it, guys. Check out those plugins if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and as always, you'll see me in the next video.